Right, so here I am, just off up to the plot, and what a difference a week makes. Look at the trees now, really starting to leaf up, certainly on this side anyhow. Outside's looking a bit bleak, trees over here leafing up. Ah, look at this one, look at all the blossom on that. Really is nice. Shot down the path there. Green curtains either side, and that's what I like. Green is the colour of life as far as I'm concerned in nature. Anyway, let's get up to the plot. Well, if ever I needed proof that there are rabbits still up on this plot, come and have a look at this. Evidence. Stronger evidence. Even more evidence. Tracks. Rabbits playing in gleeful abandon on my plot, not caring about what they dig up. Or what they eat. So look, is there any evidence over here? Oh yeah, a couple of tracks here. Oh yeah, there you go. Rabbits. Rabbits, rabbits, rabbits. Rabbit droppings. Rabbit diggings. Bloody rabbits. Ah. Yep. It's like watership down up here at the moment. Yeah, more there. Looks like I'm feeding the rabbits this season up at the plot. Let's have another quick look at the daffodils just to try and make me happy. I wish I'd eat these daffodil bulbs. Daffodil bulbs are poisonous to rabbits. Anyway, there we go. Looks like I've got rabbits up on the plot this year. Again. So it looks like the slugs are out in force as well, so I've got slugs and rabbits to contend with this season up the plot. Brilliant. Anyway, let me explain what I'm up here to do very briefly. I've got a small repair to make on the gate. I'm also up here to do a bit of stone picking. Yes, you heard me correctly, stone picking. Let me show you what I mean. The soil on my allotment is very sandy and very stony, and every now and again I indulge in a bit of stone picking. Just picking up the big obvious ones, like so, and then placing them along the edge of the fence like I've done here, up here. You get the idea, do you know what I mean? I also line the edge of that fence with the stones as well, but not every visit, like I said. Only when the mood takes me, and believe me, the mood doesn't take me that often. But as the rabbits have made an appearance, I try and con myself into believing that it makes it harder for the rabbits to dig through into my plot. I don't think it does that at all, but that's what I like to think about. Anyway, fill the bucket and then empty the bucket along the side of the fence. I'm also here to dig up a cluster of these, I think they're old shallots from last year that I never dug up. And I think if they're separating into individual plants, what I might do is, I don't know, replant these. Some at home and some out at the plot. Anyway, let's chat, let's waffle, let's get on and do a bit. Right, that's enough of stone picking as far as I'm concerned. Who said this job was all about the lipstick and makeup, eh? What I need to do now is reattach that mesh there onto the gate, because I'm so paranoid that baby rabbits, at least, may or may not be able to get through this gate here. Anyway, that's my paranoia to deal with, not yours. So, like I said, let me reattach that to that. Gate repair done. Let's have a go at digging up one of these and seeing what we can see. Nope. That needs a bit more. Right, let's examine this more closely. Now then, let's have a look at this. I thought these were shallots. But you know what? I reckon it's garlic. I honestly reckon that is garlic that I didn't dig out last year. And these are the individual cloves that have started to, well, that have split and have started to grow on. So this was, I'd have to check last year's video, but I think this might just be Solent White maybe, or just one of the French garlics, I don't know, but I thought that was shallots. But I'm reckoning garlic now. Let me try and pull one off. Any clues? Let me give it a sniff. Definitely garlic from the old snifter test. Fantastic. There we go. Got my garlic for this season. Right, let's have a go at separating these out. And planting up the individual plants, bulbs, whatever you want to call them. Those. Technical term. Those. God, it's definitely garlic. It's such a strong smell. Thought I was coming up to dig up and replant shallots. Turns out garlic. I'm not complaining. Well, would you believe it? 2 rows of garlic planted out from one of those clumps that were left in the plot from last season. I'm just going to leave those in there now and see what happens to them. I might just get a big old, I don't know, cluster of garlic forming there. Anyway, yeah, those are going to stay in. Like I said, these have been separated, planted. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, you should have planted your garlic out just before Christmas so the frost gets on it and it facilitates the splitting process of the cloves, but it's an experiment. We'll see how these do. If they work out okay, brilliant, I'm quids in. If not, well, they'll still probably bulb up and turn into the round cloves or round balls of garlic, which, yeah, they still work. Anyway, that's enough chat, don't you think? So what have we learned today, people? Well, today I've learned that Allotment Grow How is going to be the best rabbit restaurant up here on the Allotment site. They're back, people. Anyway, why don't I go home and plant out some onion sets? Come on, I'll see you back at the house. Just before I go home, I've prepared a little warning sign for the rabbits. Better not forget the camera. Bonjour, back at home, ready to plant out the onion sets. There you go. This particular variety is the Sturron onion set. It's the one I use every year. It never really fails. I plant out about, I don't know, 30-ish onions, maybe a few more. Out of that lot, I might have 4 that bolt during the season, which I'm okay with. Why do I use onion sets? 1, I'm a lazy grower. 2, most of the work is already done for you, as when you buy the onion sets, they're already at that size. And 3, most importantly, I just don't seem to be able to grow onions from seed. For some reason they're always a bit wishy-washy and never really produce. As far as I'm concerned, from what I can tell, I reckon you need grow lights for onions and you need to get them started early. I don't have grow lights. If anybody out there wants to buy me some grow lights, double thumbs up. But until I save up, until someone does, or until whatever hell freezes over, I'm sticking with my onion set. It's really easy. You must have grown onions from sets before. If not, there's just two ends. Let me find a better example here. There you go, that's not too bad. There you go. There's a root end. You can probably just make out the little roots at the bottom there. And the pointy end. Root end obviously goes down, pointy end points up. Place them in your tray of multi-purpose compost with all the different cells, and away you go. I'll show you how to do that. It really is not that exciting, but I'll do one or two and you'll get the drift if you've never done it before. Anyway, let me show you what I mean down here, just off camera. So I was trying to come up with a really interesting way of planting the onion sets into the individual cells down here. There really isn't an interesting way to plant out sets. You've just got to do exactly what it says on the tin. That's the bottom, that's the top. Nestle the set into the individual cell, kind of up to shoulder length. And repeat the process for all of the cells. "48 onion sets planted in the individual cells." I'm sorry I couldn't make it any more exciting than just showing you how I do it, but there literally is nothing to it. You're just planting the set into the soil, obviously root end first. We'll come back to these in about a week or two's time, and I'm certain all of them will have fired. I use this method every year and it never fails. Right, yeah, I don't know, what can I tell you about onion sets, or onions in general? I've got a couple of random facts that I could read out to you. For example, onions have been used to treat gunshot wounds since the 16th century. During the American Civil War, General Grant refused to move his Union troops without supplies of onions. And apparently, the juice of onions anointed upon the bald head in the sun brings the hair again very speedily. I haven't tried that myself. I am thinning on top, so yeah, instead of paying for a hair transplant, I might just walk around with a cut onion on my head during the summer months, just to let the old barnet regrow. Was this video interesting? I don't know, only you can be the judge of that. We discovered that I didn't have shallots up at the plot. They were actually garlic, and you've seen me plant out my onion sets. I do have a couple of shallot sets here at home, which that one's starting to sprout, which I'll probably plant out direct into the allotment in a week or so's time. But apart from that, that's it for this particular scintillating episode from Allotment Grow How. Alright, well, thank you for joining me if you have. Remember to hit that like button, share, subscribe, but most importantly, do comment down below. Get in touch with me, let's have a chat. And until the next one, bye for now.